live. We're going to go ahead. A little buffer here. We accidentally opted into the beta program for our new streaming software, and we're kind of testing it out right now. So I just want to make sure that everybody jumps on this video and that the video is posting correctly. So go ahead and type in the comments to see that, to make sure you guys can see us. But I'm refreshing now. I can see us on here. We'll start the show in 1 second. Let me tell everybody on this other feed. For some reason, the software did not save our old stream data and gave us some new stream data. So I'm going to have to, let's see, tell everybody to refresh that is not seeing this, the page. Okay. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to start the show here in a second. I just want to make sure everybody gets over here before we do the official start. So, okay. Want to say hi, guys? You want to fill some time? Come on.
Hi, guys.
Stacy's here, everybody.
I know.
The ghost of Stacy Schaefer is here.
It's a hologram. We spent our budget on hologram with Stacy.
Okay, I think we're good, guys. I think we can go ahead and do this. All right. I think people are starting to float in. Okay. All right. Welcome to Autographers Anonymous, a place where we discuss our addiction to the greatest hobby in the world. Let's go around the room.
What's up, guys? It's Mike from the Autograph Network, aka the Godfather. And would you look at this? Larry, Mo, Curly.
Who's Curly?
Hey, it's Stacy here, aka that autograph dude. And where am I? What is this? And I'm also here to make sure that somebody doesn't work the post office workers too much here.
Yeah, for real. And I'm Zane Savage, and as I get older, I feel like my value to society drops like a 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. Some deep thoughts from today's show.
There's some truth.
I know. Let's start things off with new returns. Go ahead, Mikey.
All right. Hello, Famous Matt's in the house. He's in chat. I see him. Before we get started with the returns, I did get a couple things for Autograph for a Cure. You guys that have donated have been fantastic. First, I got a nice note from my buddy Kim over across the pond. I'm not going to go through all these, but she sent a whole ton of stuff, cards, photos, stuff for donation. So thank you, Kim. I will go through this and get this uploaded to the site. I did get a second one from Canada from our buddy, Mr. Godfather Mike, the other Godfather. Money Mike contacted me and sent me a nice package that I just got today. So I haven't had time to really go through this, but he sent some 8x10s, UFC, hockey, some 4x6 photos here, actresses, boxing, NASA, some it's a little larger than a 5x7. There's Larry Holmes, 8x10s, also a signed Mad Magazine, an actual magazine that I'll probably look through later. Oh, that's nice. But thank you, Mike. That's awesome. If you guys ever want to donate to Autographs for a Cure, you can contact me. It's greatly appreciated. Your stuff will get uploaded and go to a good cause. So thank you for that. I appreciate both of you guys doing that. I did make a couple purchases on social networks, picked up a couple football cards. First one, I grew up in Michigan, so I was a Lions fan, unfortunately, but this is Herman Moore, longtime receiver. Also Rodney Peete on the Topps Traded card. Actually just got an RTS from him, so nice to pick that up. I would have picked this up just for the haircut and the mustache. Check that out. That's Tom Dempsey, the kicker. He had the record for the longest field goal, 63 yards. I've tried him actually a couple times and haven't had any success as TTM, so nice to pick that up. Hall of Fame goodness, Rod Woodson, Steelers, and Rick Barry. Focus. Basketball Hall of Fame. So anytime I can pick up Hall of Famers cheap, always nice to add those on cards. Let's get into the returns. 4x6s. Got a kind of a semi-controversial one. This is Hugo Brock, and you guys will probably not recognize the name at all. He's a World War II vet. He fought for the other side. So some people do not agree with me writing to him and getting stuff like this. I get it for historical value. He's a World War II ace. He did fly for the other side. But this stuff is highly collectible. There's definitely a market for it. And this is fascinating to me. Like, this is an actual shot from World War II. There's, the Nazi symbol, planes up there. This is a piece of history. So you don't have to agree with it. I always say, in Facebook forums, when I get something like this, make your collection your own. You don't have to collect stuff like this. I do. Again, I don't agree with, what they stood for, but as a historical autograph, this is fascinating to me. And again, it's highly collectible. So I can sell something like that for autographs for a year. Somebody will buy it. So this one, I sent him some photos, and if you guys know anything about his story, he did not sign 2 photos. Any of my co-hosts know why? This is Ray Boom Boom Mancini, by the way.
I'm drawing a blank.
He fought a guy, went, I think, 12 rounds, and the boxer ended up dying. So sent him a picture of the fight photo. He didn't die in the ring, but, basically it tarnished Boom Boom's career. And he did not sign that photo. He's gone on interviews, said he's moved past it, and, it's something that happened. It wasn't his fault. But I just wanted to see if he'd sign him, and he did not. So he sent me this postcard actually instead, which is pretty cool because it's got his fight record, 30-4, and 23 knockouts there at the bottom. So
that's why mat pieces exist.
Exactly. This guy is the biggest. He is not a very good basketball player. Grayson Allen, if you don't know anything about him at Duke, he's dirty.
It's worse than the Nazi one.
It is. But hey, he's signed. I got a couple from him. Actress Kitty Wynn signed a couple there. She is probably best known for her role in The Exorcist.
It's rare you see an older actress use a silver Sharpie like that.
Yep, and she switched pens too. Nice. So black there and nice back to the silver. So very cool. Some people actually take their time with the autographs and understand kind of how it works. So Star Wars Return. I think our co-host Troy actually just watched this film, Behind the Force. This is Roger Christensen.
Oh, he also directed a monstrosity of a movie called Battlefield Earth.
That was fantastic. I love that movie.
It's amazingly bad.
Yeah, it's one of those train wrecks. But here he is with George Lucas.
I've emailed back and forth with him before.
With Roger Christensen?
Yeah, I don't remember why, but I remember oh, that's the guy that did Battlefield Earth.
Nice. Again, another one that switched to the silver Sharpie. Nice of him to do that. And postcard has got a little bit about him. Same photo I sent, but this is an extra that he sent to me. Won't focus, of course. But trust me on that one. If you grew up when I did, if you're a little older, you know who that is.
It's a girl.
Denise Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They had fitness stuff on ESPN. but she was huge in fitness. She's got an Allen McGinty card blown up 4x6.
That's your trademark, is a blown up trading card.
Yeah, I can get them for 10 cents, man. And that's her daughter, actually. Ding.
Ding ding.
Ding ding. She looks pretty good for an older lady. NASA return. Let's see. This is John Bartow. There's the official portrait.
That stash.
The generic shuttle launch. Crew. And I actually got a fourth one with a different crew there. So NASA return. Hall of Fame goodness. Bill Polian. Longtime Bill executive with the Hall of Fame inscription. Never asked for it, but he was nice enough to put it. There he is with Peyton. Spent some time with the Colts and at the Hall of Fame induction there. This one I got plastered on social networks because I wouldn't share the address. And the reason I don't do that.
How dare you?
I know. Shame on me.
Yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Yeah. I probably got 4 RTSs trying to track this guy down. It's not a huge return. I just didn't want him to get flooded with stuff from non-fans at where I sent to. This is Jeff Farmer, who played the NWO Sting. Of course, this was big back in the Monday Night Wars. Again, not the biggest name, but, you know, I got 4 or 5 RTSs. I put a little work in, and I wasn't just going to hand out the address to anybody because they wanted it. Sorry, I'm about done posting on social networks. But anyways, he also wrestled as Cobra. And there he is with the actual stinger.
Let's just boot up our address website again, Mike.
Might have to. This was a cool return. I don't think I showed this last show. One of the best players in the NHL right now, John Tavares, plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Signed 3 that I sent him. Beautiful signatures. I mean, he spanked them. Great location, great looking signature. And he also sent a nice 8x10 for autographs for Akira. So pretty impressive that a top NHL guy takes care of his fans like that. So kudos to John. Another highly collectible signature playmate. This is Gwen Wong from April 1967. She was one of the first Asian playmates to grace the cover. Here's a cool Playboy Club magazine.
Stacy, weren't you going to use the Playboy 40 book to do like a Playmates bookplate project?
I was at one time, yeah.
I think our buddy Dave Stotler did a bunch.
Yeah, he did too. I don't know if I think he sold his too.
I think he still got it because I think he had it in his auction, but
okay.
Almost got it from couldn't pull the trigger on it. I think this is the last one. This is a cool return because I love this show. I'll show the picture. You probably won't recognize her from this photo. Joanne Lumley. She was an actress, model. You won't recognize her probably from this photo. But if you've ever seen the show, it's hilarious. Fab, absolutely fabulous. It's a British comedy, and she played Patsy, and she nailed the character. Hilarious. One of them British comedies.
It's acquired taste, but I like them.
I think that's it.
All right. Before we go over to Stacy, whoa, we're not centered. Before we go over to Stacy, I want to thank everybody for watching live and in chat. Just want to remind you can talk in chat. We'll try to respond to that as we go, and you might even get your chat featured on the video of the show. You'll be famous. It'll be amazing. Okay, go ahead, Stacy.
All right. This is going to be more purchases and some subscription box stuff. Not a whole lot of our returns in. Hadn't sent too much in the last few months until recently. The last couple of weeks, I've gotten some stuff out there. We'll start with some of the purchases and the pickups. I'll start with some cards first.
Don't you think you should introduce yourself? Like who you are? Like,
I don't even know who I am.
and go ahead, dude.
First one I picked up a Inkworks Colin Hanks.
Oh, nice. I didn't know they had one.
Son of Tom.
Yep. And then I got out of Arrow. This is out of the season 3. I picked up a Doug Jones. And then a couple out of, or actually 2 or 3 out of the new 2019 Pop Century. Got all these relatively cheap. First one is Dean Cain. Picked up Tom Arnold. I guess I didn't even realize this one is numbered 4 out of 15.
Rare. Those
Yeah, I
rare
know.
Pop Century cards that nobody cares about the serial numbers on. That's so funny. I don't know why nobody cares about the serial numbers, but I've tried to sell them before. And like, if I have like an out of 25 or like one that's not even numbered, they sell for like $5 more for the one that has like only 15.
It must be the, I don't know.
It's just a color variation. It's the only difference.
refractor, yeah.
Yeah.
Another Inkworks from Roswell, William Sadler. Then picked up, this is another one out of the 2019. Got this when they first started listing these, and got this for under $10. Now they're usually around 20-25, but Tanya Harding.
Ooh.
And that one is number 20 out of 25. Got this one in today. This is out of Panini Americana 2015, Eliza Dushku. And it is Beckett certified, graded. Let's see what else we got here. Some recent Autograph World pickups. We got, I'm just going to show you these here. Seth Gilliam from The Walking Dead and The Wire. Some Nick Lovin. I got Dana Carvey. And then Haley Joe Osment, whatever you want to call, whatever that signature is on there. But
Wow. That was
yeah, I know. I got Rachel True. Nice shot from the craft. And had to pick this one. I've got his autograph on a WWE card, but I wanted something with where he signed his actual name, and it's Adam Copeland, aka Edge.
Oh, signing his regular name. Wow.
Yep. Shot from, I believe is it Vikings, I believe. Let's see. A pickup, I got this I think last week sometime, picked up this Hollywood Hulk Hogan book. Got this at half price books, was $15 and had 20% off it, so got it fairly cheap. And I didn't even realize I didn't realize what the second thing in here was, but I guess someone told me it's Jimmy Hart, so it's actually
nice. There you go.
dual signed.
That's awesome.
So that was a nice pickup for just roughly like $13 with tax. Let's see. I'll go into the few TTNs before I get into the subscription box stuff I've gotten recently. Not a lot of stuff here. I got in Christopher Daniels not too long ago. A nice shot with him and Kazarian, AJ, and Samoa Joe. Pedro Pascal. Back when he was on Broadway. Got in... This was just a couple days ago. Jorge Garcia from Lost.
Stacy's got like 2 months to make up for here. So
yeah, I know.
Hold on. Is Matthew Fox still signing through my private ID that I found?
I don't think so.
Might give it a shot.
Got this one in today. Got George R. back. Got a little smeared, but
yeah, he catches up on his mail at once.
And then probably the best TTM I got probably in the last 6 or 7 months. Mike got one of these off of me, but I sent to Matt. I always screw up his last name, but he's a MLB analyst he works for the MLB network and has worked for ESPN. Sent him three photos and got them all back, opened up and it took quite a long, it took like probably almost 8-9 months. And opened up, got a letter back from him, looked at that first, and he apologized for the delay and told me he got everybody to sign the pictures I sent. So it'd been so long that I didn't really remember what photos I sent to him. But I'll show the first one he got back. This one, he signed it, and it's a photo it's got Bill Ripken and Dan Plesac in the photo as well. And got all them to sign it. But here is the other one. And Mike got one of these from me as well. He got Alex Rodriguez to sign, actually 2 4x6s.
Somebody was jabbing a needle in his butt when they took that picture.
Yeah, I know. It was Jessica Mendoza, it looks like.
Yep, she's got the needle back there.
All right, then last thing I'll go into, I'll show off some items. I've been getting the BAM box. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a monthly subscription box. It runs like $26.99 plus shipping. So they're roughly around $35, but they do come with a guaranteed autograph in every box. And actually usually get 2 because you get a signed 8x10 print as well. So I've had it for 4 months, and I get the pop culture and the horror. They have 2 different boxes, so I get both of them. And out of the 8 autographs so far, it's been pretty decent. It's only been 2 8x10s, and the rest of the stuff has been kind of oddball stuff and some signed Funkos. But here are the 2 8x10s I've gotten out of it. This one came out of the pop culture. This is Noah Hathaway from The Neverending Story. Then this 8x10 came out of the horror box, and this is Oliver Robbins, and this is from Poltergeist.
Now, are those boxes going to be like in trouble? Because I know Loot Crate's going under.
Nope. They just had a big live event last Thursday talking about their future, because they're going to start. They're basically making it a club now, and they're going to cap their boxes at 2,500. So they're not going to make any more than 2,500 of each box each month.
Right, that's probably smart.
So it's going to kind of help. I'm going to hope sometime. They're really active on social media. Sometime I might be able to get them, one of the 2 guys in the charge, maybe to come on the show and talk about their process, how they go through. Sure. It'd be interesting to see how they. But then I've gotten 3 signed Funkos out of them. We'll start with the most recent one. This came out of the horror box, and this is a signed Chucky by Ed Gale. It did get a little smeared on there. And Ed's signature has changed quite a bit. It's pretty much just his initials now, because his health is kind of up in the air.
Little side note, Ed went to my high school
really?
years before I went there, but he's from a small town, Plainwell, Michigan.
That's pretty. And then back to back in their pop cultures, a couple months ago, we got signed Shazam Funkos. The first one is of Pedro, and it's Jovan Armad, I believe is the name.
Yeah, he went to my high school.
And then we got a signed Darla, and that was by actress Faith Herman. Those are the Funkos, and there's been 3 other kind of oddball items I'll go over real quick. The most recent pop culture box, they sent us a signed mask, and it was from Batman, and it is Roger Craig Smith, who's been the voice for Batman in several video games and some of the shows of some of the TV shows as well. But there's that. And then a couple of horror items. They come up with some unique stuff. This is actually a signed chalkboard, and this is from the Nightmare on Elm Street. I believe it's the Final Nightmare, but it is Ricky Dean Logan, and he was I don't know if you guys have seen the Final Nightmare. He is the teacher that Freddy basically kills when he claws the chalkboard in the movie. So they came up with that idea. And then the last one here is another item from Friday the 13th. This is from, or not Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street 4. And this is Tuesday night. They had her sign a pair of sunglasses.
Tuesday night?
Yep.
Guess what today is, Stacey?
I know, Tuesday night. There you go. And then these items, they all come with they all have a BAM certificate and stuff on them too. But
cool.
All right, that is it.
I want to answer Matt's question first. He says, I know they sign a lot, but thoughts on autographs being initials? He subscribes to them and he's like, man with them. So what do you think about the quick autos? That last one, or the one on the chalkboard was a full auto.
Yeah, some of them I don't know. I suppose that when you're signing that many, like their prints, like their 8x10 prints, you always get in the. I mean, it's almost always all the artists. Almost always, it's always their signatures. There's a. I don't think I've gotten one of these that's had a full name of the artist on it.
Cool. Yeah, as long as the person touched it and signed it, I usually don't care. Obviously, if you can get an elongated signature, that's great, but I don't put too much stock into it personally. Okay, and then also wanted to mention that Mason Ramsey, that little yodeling kid from Walmart, actually is from my hometown, and he's a famous guy. So, all right, it's my turn. Why haven't I switched Stacey off full screen? We're just watching him drink water.
I know.
All right. Or is it water or vodka? I don't know.
I'm trying to stay in this box. I'm not used to.
You have a drinking problem, Stacey.
Exactly.
Anyways, guys, so I got in something in the last week or two that I can't talk about. It's driving me crazy. So I got something kind of cool to show you guys instead. It's a butter dish. Stay with me here. Okay. Wait a second. I gotta go on full screen, don't I? This is my return segment, so I gotta be on full here. There we go. Full screen Zane. All right. We have the bottom of the butter dish is here. And the top of the butter dish says butter, y'all. And it's signed by Paula Dean and Bobby Dean and somebody that starts with a J.
Jamie Dean.
Jimmy Dean. No, it's not Jamie Dean.
No, Jamie.
Jamie. Oh, it is Jamie.
It's their other son.
Gotcha. So
or Jimmy.
Got a butter dish signed by Paula Dean. I thought that was pretty entertaining. And decided to show it off to you guys. So that's my return. We're going to go ahead and move on to the collector spotlight. And for that, I got a little video to show you guys. So here we go. And can I make this full screen? Yes, I can. Okay. So this guy is Reindeer Studios. Oh, let me take match chat off here. Reindeer Studios, basically, he draws little drawings for people and then gets their autographs TTM. So let me mute this here. So he just basically makes little videos of him sketching out the person. He talks about the person, and while he's writing to them, kind of giving an explanation. So we'll fast forward here. You can see the picture coming together. This is Andre Doodle, or Andre Thornton. Sorry. It's a doodle. It's a doodle of Andre Thornton. Pardon me. And then he gets the sketch done. Then he basically shows him sending it off. And he does this with a bunch. And he shows him getting the letter. Some little creativity on the camera work there. And then shows what he gets back. So, and he tells the celebrity to actually keep the drawing. So pretty much guarantees that you're going to get some pretty good stuff back, I think, if you put the time in to do a drawing like that. So, again, this is Reindeer Studios. Only has 300 subscribers on YouTube. Reindeer Studios. And that's that. So let's move back to us. That's the collector spotlight for today.
And if you want to send a TTM, send it to Andre Doodle.
Yeah, Andre Doodle. Great. Now that's going to be... I'm going to have to change my name in our personal chat to Andre Doodle, aren't I?
Yep.
All right.
Zane Doodle.
Zane Doodle. Let's go ahead and move on to the topic for today. And this is a fun one. Fun, guys. Fun, Mike. This is a fun topic. So this is the devil's advocate on collecting. I'm going to make it broad. We'll focus in on autograph collecting, but this can also be about collecting trading cards, just collecting pop figures, Stacy. So devil's advocate. So this is if we were against collecting, what points would we bring up against collecting? And I want to hear some stuff from you guys in chat too, because I know there's some good stuff that can pop up. So what's your saying, Mike? I think that's a good point to start out here. What's your saying that needs to be made into a shirt?
Collectors are a-holes, and that's the nice way of putting it.
So
and they are. There's a fine line between the usefulness of social networks and the negativity trolling on social networks. It's great because you can get a lot of information, see who's signing, but you go in certain groups and post something, and if you're a TTM guy, first and foremost, everyone's like every TTM is fake. That's the immediate troll. Somebody asks for authentication, say, how does this look? Usually it's a Ted Williams or Mickey Mantle, and they're, people just get lambasted. But, I've experienced it, and sometimes I try and help other collectors. And when I post something, it's meant to inspire people. Look who you can get if you put in the time and effort. With the return I just got, I said, I'm not going to post the address, and people flip their lids. They're like, oh my God, you don't treat the community great. You're this, you're that. Collectors are dicks.
Now, I want to remind you, this is Devil's Advocate, so there'll be no positive talk about collecting in this segment. So you can't even weigh it out by, it is good for this, but here's the downside. Mm-hmm. No, this is Devil's Advocate. We have to go all negative. We're going all out in this segment, okay? So I think what you're talking about is kind of the obsessive nature of collecting. Like when you're a collector, you tend to obsess over the items that you get in your collection. And with obsession comes annoyance. Not just from us. Like, we post things on the internet and people are like, I need that. Tell me where you got it. But also on the celebrities end, think of being a celebrity and getting hounded 24/7 for autographs, and half of them are going to be sold on the internet.
That doesn't happen. That does not happen.
It's the obsessive personality. And again, this is collecting in general. You're going to have pop hounds. I don't know what pop hounds. I guess they buy directly from Pop, right? They have like a discount thing where you can buy them for $3 a piece or $4 a piece.
I would assume so. I'm not really sure how.
You're supposed to be our resident Pop expert. You're the one with the most. Okay. So another thing is market volatility. So you're going to buy. This is coming through the Pop collecting subject. So. With Pops, they're gigantic right now. Everybody wants them. Everybody wants signed ones. It reminds me of a little fad they had in the 90s called Beanie Babies. And everybody had giant collections. And I think maybe 15 years from now, it could go two ways. It could go the way of the Beanie Babies, where everybody has a pile that thinks worth $1,000 is worth $10. Or it could go the way of Pokemon cards, which I don't think it will. Pokemon cards hold their value greatly. But I don't think it'll go that way. So the market volatility, jumping in on something because it's popular and you want it because it's part of your collection, and you buy it at its peak when that sucker's going in the toilet. Come on, guys, need some negativity. Come on, keep the negativity going. Devil's advocate.
You collectors that go, and I'll jump on the Funko Pop stuff because we live down here near Disney, and Disney releases park exclusive stuff. Oh my God!
Fun.
you should see the lines for these things, and like the dirty looks you get because you resellers, you go and buy 10 and you resell them. That's all you're doing. You're not collecting. So
the thing of these dirty people out here making money on these collectors like Mike, buying up stuff, selling it at a high price.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a dirty business, man. And every collector's market is this way. Every collector's market is exploited to the maximum extent. And it's hard to avoid getting exploited. If you're going to try to build your collection as big as possible, you're going to have to get screwed every once in a while. And if you're a bad collector, you're going to get screwed a lot. That's just how it is, especially if you're collecting something that's popular in the zeitgeist. Autographs obviously have gone down on that list since like the 30s, but it's still one of those things that people, forgeries are rampant because they're trying to take advantage of the market. They know people are going to buy them. Oh, I got a Mike Trout signed baseball for $75. Oh, did you, buddy? Okay, you enjoy that $75 Mike Trout baseball. By the way, can I borrow $75 to wipe my butt? Like, that's just part of it. It's taking advantage of people that don't know what they're doing. And they're just in there for the feelings. Come on, I'm the only one being negative here. You guys got to jump in.
Oh, see, and you collectors, so-called fans, if I'm a WWE superstar and I come flying into a city and these fans show up and shove 15 things in my face, they're not fans, but I'm going to sign for them because I don't want to be negative and say, oh, I'm not going to sign for this kid, but here he is shoving 15 Funkos in my face, but he's a fan.
Yep. We hit Matt hard here, by the way. Matt says, "Here, let me put Matt's comment
crap,
up there." Yeah, we. This is not nice what we did to Matt here.
Wow.
I'm sure they'll hold value. I mean, I'll be a negative. They're going to all dive in value. This is the devil's advocate portion.
I've got an insight on the Disney ones.
Yeah, hit up your dealer. Hit up your dealer.
Yeah,
get your fix. Stacy, what do you think? Give us some negative stuff on collecting.
You're not a damn collector the first time you sell something.
Nobody sells autographs. Nobody.
You're not a pure collector. That's a good one. I like that. So if you do any kind of transaction that gets rid of any portion of your collection, it's basically like a band that's got a popular like underground following, and then they like sign with a label. It's like, you're dead to me. You're a dirty sellout. It's like, no, it's like part of the game.
Sellout.
It's a sellout. Yeah. And guess what? We are a sellout because we're making money. This is all negative, by the way, guys. Remember, this is kind of kayfabe, but it's kind of fun. We're just vamping. Come on, guys. Got more. There's a million things. I don't blame them for doing auto pens. I'd get tired sitting there signing like 1,000 autographs, man. So I'm talking about the big guys, like the guys that, they may know that the people, like when they get it, they're like, especially the ones with the bad stuff, like the bad secretarials. Like, I'm trying to think. Here's an obvious one. Dreyfus was a pretty obvious one back in the day. Like they don't even care. Like their secretaries are sitting there signing stuff, just basically writing it in cursive, not even trying to copy a signature. That's because they're fed up.
Here you go. Conor McGregor for MMA. This is how he signs. He's talking to somebody here. He says, yeah. And the guy's just moving. He's like,
Yep.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
You're a fan. You're a fan.
Yeah. And it's all part of your cog in the wheel. What is it? Oh, a wheel in the cog. Nope, cog in the wheel. I don't know how it goes.
And you're gonna make money off my signature. You're gonna sell my signature. You know what I'm gonna do? What's your name? I'm gonna personalize it
and overlap it.
Yep, there you go. So 2, and then I'm gonna write my name over it so you can't take it off.
That's right. And guess what?
You're gonna send me something. I'm gonna have my mom personalize it. Then I'll go sign it.
No. They're going to complain about the signature they got. That's
free.
What they're going to do. For free. That's what they're going to do. So, come at it from that perspective. You're getting hounded 24/7 from people that half of them want to make money. Like, how are you going to react? Like, especially if you don't come from this world of collecting. Like, if you come from the, outside looking in, you see a bunch of chaos and people just like clamoring for something that you see as worthless. And
I like Mike's favorite professional wrestler. If I want to sign something for you, and if I want to write you a note and tell me you owe me money, I have that right to.
Here we go. Matt with a good one. Famous Matt. Oh God, a celebrity died. Oh, you go on social network. You can't sell his autograph for days.
No.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Really? So it's okay to sell an autograph weeks later, but not when the body's fresh. Oh.
You know what that is too? That's just somebody lying and selling it on the market, and they're trying not to flood the market while they're selling their autograph. That's all that is.
Oh, you getting too much money for a dead guy's autograph.
Signed books? You want to hear my stuff about signed books? Okay, signed books.
Burn them.
So
burn them.
Yeah. Okay. Every celebrity has a problem with, not every celebrity. A lot of celebrities have a problem with signing autographs. But when it comes to signed books, they're all in on that. I'll sign my name as much as possible because it's something I did and I'm proud of. Well, guess what? I can't hang a freaking book on my wall. They're just sitting over in the corner. Nobody even knows they're signed. It just looks like I'm, I have a giant library. It's like not even impressive unless you actually, hey, those are all signed. And then if you say that, they're probably not even going to believe you.
And who the hell reads a book anyway?
Right.
Oh, I'm Gene Simmons. I'm going to write a book and I'm going to autograph it with an auto pen and sell it at Barnes & Noble as signed. Or even better, who was the guy that stamped it?
Palin did an auto pen stamp. Oh, wait, no, Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson.
He actually stamped.
It's a stamp.
The book. At a live signing.
Oh, no. Well, Richard Pryor did it, but he was.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a reason to stamp,
There's a line we can't cross here. That's it.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anybody that was able that stamped. I know Terry Garr did stamp for a while. But she had.
Seems like it was one of the Pink Floyd or one of the
Too much devil's advocate here, man. Yeah. Now you're just picking on people that can't sign.
Well, hey, I had cancer. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. See,
I can justify anything.
He's got that card. So, selling a book as signed and freaking auto penning it is basically fraud, and those people should be locked up and put in prison. But look at us. We're over here buying it, and we're over here selling it. No, I'm not selling it, but a lot of people do sell those. What kind of people are those that sell knowingly auto pen stuff? I had a guy that bought an auto penned Donald Trump book. I had it in the listing, auto penned, giant letters, it was obvious. You can compare it to all the other ones that are auto penned. Guess what he did after he bought it from me?
So
he listed it on his eBay as authentic. I can't stop that. He's going to get it from somebody. But he bought it from me for $60. It was the 2016 limited edition one, and he's going to make $300 because some crazy collector is going to go along and go, oh, look at that. It's a limited edition 2016 election edition. I need it.
Yeah. You know what? We're on camera right now. How dare you guys? You charge $300 for this. You want a photo op with me? You two monkeys on the side.
That's the con racket, though. That's not necessarily the celebrities. That's the cons that run these things. Now, let me talk about the conventions. Do you guys want to talk about the conventions?
I'm sure Famous could, because he goes to all kinds of them now.
I don't know if we should, because one of our hosts,
we have a friend in the business.
Yeah, we'll skip that. But anyway, collecting in general, guys, come on, we got more time. People in chat, give us some ideas. I like the book idea, by the way. I'll come up with some more stuff about that. So a celeb dies. Okay, we already talked about that. And Gene Simmons should be locked away, auto penner. Okay, now we're getting into personal stuff. I don't know. The auto pen thing, I understand why they do it, but it should be advertised as a signature edition or something like that, not a autographed edition. There's ways to do that appropriately that don't just lie to the customer.
Or you could be shady like the eBay sellers and put RP in the description. And that's
not even RP. They don't even do that anymore, dude. They put this is a copy of, just in the description. I've seen that a lot. And one of the worst places to buy autographs right now is Macari. It's unregulated. It's like this up and comer to eBay. It's mobile only. Well, you can do some stuff on regular, but anyways, it's a totally unregulated market when it comes to autographs, and it is crazy filled with forgeries. It's insane. So all you forgers out there listening, go over to Macari. You'll have a field day.
The hustle is real, my friend.
Dude, there's Michael Jordan autographed jerseys over there, listed for $200. It's crazy. Anyway, come on, we need some more negativity, guys. Keep the negativity going. I can feel it.
Hold on. I'm ordering the Jordan jersey.
Dude, you can flip that thing, man. It's the jersey's made in like China. It's a cheap knockoff of the Mitchell and Ness jersey, and I think they may even be signed in China because most of the signatures I see on there look the same, like the same forger.
Then going back to earlier show, what the hell are you writing to a Nazi for?
Yeah, why'd you write to that person? I don't like that person. Why'd you write to him? How dare you?
That doesn't fit in my collection, so shame on you for writing it.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
You should do everything that I like, and like, I don't know. Come on, guys, in chat. Need some more ideas. Let's see. You got any other collectors other than autograph collecting that we could talk about? Stamp collectors are kind of, I haven't heard from a stamp collector in a long time. Did they go extinct? Did they go extinct? Are there stamp collectors that still exist? Are you guys still out there?
Same thing with the Funkos though, but we do the Disney pins.
Yeah.
And we're annual pass holders, so we get a discount, and hey, take advantage of it, man. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, man.
Screw everyone else.
Yeah, get yours. That's what everybody else is doing, right?
That's right.
It's a dog eat dog market. That's how all these markets are. It's the one willing to get down and dirty is the one that wins.
Survival of the fittest.
Until you get raided by the FBI in 1998 or whenever that was. Maybe it's 2000. Project Bullpen is what I'm talking about.
Bullpen.
Let's see. How about these people that put TTMs in the envelope before they're dry? What do you guys think about those people?
They just do it to mess with the man.
Oh, really? Because I could sign your cards for free.
Mm-hmm.
And you're complaining about a smeared signature.
Smudge.
You know what? Now you got my thumbprint. I gave you more than a signature. The last guy just got a signature. You got my freaking thumbprint and DNA. Congratulations.
You're going to send something in a penny sleeve? I'm going to sign the penny sleeve. Whoa!
I love that. Yeah, that's good. Hey, you got an autograph now that you can put on any card you want. So
you mean like that?
Yes. Look at that. You got my whole palm print there. That's a lot more than the last guy got. You can sell that on eBay for DNA and probably get banned because it's illegal to sell body parts on eBay. Serial killers. You wrote to somebody that murdered somebody. You're gonna get killed by that guy. That guy's gonna put a hit out on you from jail.
And he's gonna come to your house. You gave him your address.
You gave him your address, your actual address. You deserve it at that point.
Oh my God! You make a video and you show your address. You didn't block it out. Woo! Yeah, I did.
Hey, by the way, guys, Addy, I'm
gonna make that on a shirt.
You just need the whole I don't know if you can print on the shoulders and everything. It just needs that Addy the whole.
I'm gonna steal those seagulls from Finding Nemo. Addy,
and at the end,
Addy?
the last part on the back of the shirt it says you just say no a-hole. And different color.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have a Star Tiger account, but I'm into autograph collecting. Help me out. No.
Doesn't Star Tiger have a free month, a free month?
They used to.
Yeah. Or if you don't, you can do a 1 month for $5 or something like that. It's real cheap.
Yeah.
No excuse, guys. Come on.
No excuse.
Come on. If you're sending out, that's 5 TTMs, and you have access to a database that can get you unlimited TTMs.
But no. It's so much easier just to ask for handouts. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The do your research line that I've said for the last 15 years really comes into effect here. Do your research. Pay $5.
The research is overrated.
That's hard. It's so hard to do.
When Mike's right there, and he'll give it to you for free.
Oh yeah.
Just ask. Hold your breath too. While you wait for the response.
Politics and auto pen lies. Politics, auto pen lies. Hey, these people are running the country. You expect to get a real autograph from somebody to run the gosh dang country? They're making the wheels turn. They have like a giant approval rating of like 10% up there. They're doing things you can't even imagine.
We have to find ways to waste your taxpayer money.
Right.
We have to find a machine that will sign the autograph and make thousands of photos, and somebody's going to print your name on it. It's going to look real nice.
Yeah. You're going to hang it on your wall and tell everybody, hey, so-and-so's machine made this. Isn't that cool? And that's going to be worth the $10,000 they ponied up on the machine. And think, yeah, it's that politician time. It's so precious that you don't deserve a real autograph, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's not like you elected them or anything.
The common people are below politicians anyway, so
yeah, you're peasants.
Yeah, peasants.
These are her royalty. You expect to get a free gift from royalty?
All hail the politicians.
Yes, I'm for politician autographs. I think there should be more. I hate it when presidents write a book and sign for free. That should never happen. I want a freaking robotic signature that looks like a freaking robot just took it and there's your autograph. Enjoy. That's what I want out of my presidential book plates. I don't know about you guys. And then I want people selling them for $300 at Authentic because that's what the market's for, to drive up the price and exploit. How you guys doing today? Oh, by the way, I'll take a little sip of my juice. Okay.
Full steam ahead, and we're about to derail here, boys.
Yeah, I think we're going to jump off this topic. I think we did well. Devil's Advocate. So that was just a fun little segment we came up with. Basically, just getting out our venom. Some of it's true. Some of it's exaggerated, obviously. But we love collecting, and we will continue to collect. And those are some of the downsides without any positives to buffer them. So that's why it sounds extra bad, guys. So just a fun little project we put together for you. Let's go ahead and move on. It's fun to do an ad after this. We have an advertiser on the show, guys. And again, I want to preface the last segment was all kayfabe. If you're into wrestling, you know what kayfabe is. So we love collecting. And oh yeah. And this is our new advertiser. So Mike's going to do an ad read now.
All right. We have a sponsor. And tonight's giveaway is sponsored by Slab City Sports Card and Collectibles. Slab City is a Facebook page run by Garrett, Card Cutter 23 on YouTube, and his wife, Tiffany. They do PSA DNA group autograph submissions for authentication. If you want your items authenticated by a third party, send your items to Slab City. Not only is it cheaper to go through Slab City because they get a group rate, but Garrett and Tiffany will treat your collectibles as if they were their own. If you mention this podcast to Slab City for the October PSA DNA submission, they will give you $5 off your submission price. Prices vary on item size and services. Minimum 3-item order. The cutoff for the October submission is October 5th. Contact Slab City today and get your items authenticated.
And,
all right, guys.
Go ahead. We will put a link down below for that.
We will. You can check them out on Facebook. Check out Slab City Sports Cards and Collectibles. And they are our official sponsor for tonight's giveaway, which is a team-issued Gordon Beckham Tacoma Rainiers hat. Signed there on the bill. Gordon started off with the White Sox. He is currently with, I believe, the Detroit Tigers. He spent some time with the Mariners. And, of course, this is an official minor league hat. Fitted, size 7 1/4 if you want to wear it. But it is team-issued Gordon Beckham hat. Oh, we can't hear Zane.
Before we went to, yeah, sorry about that. I had myself on mute. Before we announce the question for that giveaway, we do want to announce the winner for the last giveaway, who won a Bucky Dent certified auto card, and that is Jess Oliver. Jess Oliver. We will get that autograph out to you ASAP. And also, I wanted to read off some of the answers to the question we asked last week. So I picked 3 of them out. Steven says, Mark Grace from the Cubs, my favorite player when he played along with Sandberg. I sent cards to sign twice, and then a third mailing with a cutout page from Beckett, which he signed and inscribed to him. So 3 times. Such an amateur. Poor Bobby Dorr. Rest in peace. So Jess actually said TTM red buttons for 10. So 10 times. Always liked him when I saw him. IP Brink Stevens, 21. Signed all of her cards for in person. So, and then McLeod, I think I'm saying that right. Sorry, McLeod, if I'm saying that wrong. He said probably either Tom Mack or George Kuntz. Both were great players, and people will sell player era signed player era cards of them for $2 or $3. Can't pass those up. So cool. This week, obviously, Mike already showed what we were giving away. Really cool piece. Gordon Beckham signed hat, team issued. And the question is, who is the best third-party authenticator and why? Who is the best third-party authenticator and why? And if you want to enter that giveaway, you just go to our website, autographersanonymous.com. That's autographersanonymous.com. And on the right-hand side, you'll see a giveaway tab. You click that to enter, and you can win that awesome, awesome hat. All you gotta do is answer the question and fill in the form. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the case against Betty White. And I'm going to let Mike take this one over.
Betty freaking White. Okay, guys, we picked Betty White. Well, actually, you guys picked Betty White, but we nominated her because I guess it was about 6 to 8 months ago, out of the blue, she decided to change her address. She has been a TTM legend up until this point, and then out of the blue, she forwarded all her mail to, I believe it was her agent, which normally would spell doomsday for the autograph. But there's good news. I think this is a pretty open and shut case for the case against. I'm going to show this. This is the classic Betty White and Panda, her dog. Basically, if you wrote her a letter, you would get this. Let's see if my camera will focus here. All right. So this was probably about 10 years ago. And let's see where my fingers are. All right. Betty is kind of a machine. She falls in the lines of, I'd say, like Cal Ripken. Her signature is very mechanical. And when I say that, it has the same characteristics almost every single time. And what I'm talking about, the start of the B, hold on, there we go.
The tail.
The little tail at the beginning. Characteristic. Another one, the ETT is almost always the same height, and the T goes into the W. Almost every signature is that way. Like I said, this was probably about 10 years ago. She is, what do we say, 90, 95? This is one of the few examples I could find of more of a rushed signature. It's very hard to see, but there's still that little tail there. It's very hard to see. Again, the E's and T's, and the cross goes to the white. I only found one example of a preprint. I don't even know where this came from.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
This looks like what you get from a politician. Almost a printed signature. I'm guessing this is from the Golden Girls era. But if you see anything like this, obviously the B, the tail goes in. It's nothing like her signature.
That's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
It was one of the few examples I could find. There were, obviously Golden Girl preprints that shows send out, but the signature looked identical to this, even though it was, a preprint. Her signature is classic. The tail, the E-T-T goes white into the W there. Now, what I mentioned before is her mailing address changed. And like I said, a lot of times that will spell doom for somebody who's signed because they get overwhelmed. Everyone sends to their home, which we were sending to her home address. She's been fantastic. She's still signing through the address, and Stacy will show something that he got recently. But if you look at that, it's almost identical, other than it's getting shakier. But again, she is 90, 95, 97 years old. So God bless her. She's still working. She is a legend in Hollywood. Golden Girls was by far well before its time, just comedy gold. And she has been fantastic. I couldn't find anything out of the ordinary that would send up a red flag with any signature prior to the change or after the change that I would say, for me, this required a case against. This was probably one of the easiest cases against that I've looked at, just because her signature is spot on. Like I said, she's a machine where she takes her time. She respects the signature. I don't know if that makes sense, but
she doesn't give initials.
Right. Harmon Killebrew got on players for the Minnesota Twins about not respecting the autograph. She is somebody who takes her time and gives an autograph. You can clearly read Betty White. That's signed almost the same way every single time, unless, if she has time to sit down and write it, you'll see the tail. You'll see the E and the T's about the same, and the T cross goes right into the Y almost every single time. So for me, case closed. I'm good. I'll place my conclusion here at the end. I'll let Stacy or Zane take over, but
I'll jump in here and I'll get you off full screen here. So let me pop in my screencast. I actually had a lot more evidence I just deleted because you covered it pretty much fully. Let's see. So, Betty Margaret White. I don't know if that's her middle name. I just like to say that. So basically here we have her in person, one of her in persons that I have pulled up. You see the 2 and the little. I'm an inscription man. I like to look at the inscription because if there is a forgery or secretarial, inscriptions are usually good giveaways. If they're trying to copy the autograph, they give up on the inscription. It's just their normal handwriting. So you have the little dash here after the inscription. It's not on all of her autographs, but the 2 is a pretty consistent thing. Here's another in-person autograph. I believe this is probably on a book. It looks like a book page. But you have the 2 and the dash here. This is the only discrepancy I could find was this in person to this in person, and the rest of the TTMs. The 2 on it is a little skinnier. This is the only fat 2 I could find, really. But this skinny 2 here, that's the one that shows up on pretty much every TTM. And I think, let's see. I believe we're getting into our TTMs now. And again, you have the same style too, which is a kind of a unique way to write too, in my opinion. And you have the dashes. Again, the dashes aren't on every signature, but they are there pretty consistently. I would say like 75%, maybe a little bit less. And then another one here with the dash, the same 2, little unique T. And same here. This is one that's her latest signature. I believe it was probably sent to the new address. And as Mike said, it's getting a little shakier. You can see the handwriting is taking its toll here. The 2 is a lot more shaky, but got those consistent qualities, the inscription I talked about before. And so that's just my little quick analysis. Mike pretty much covered everything. They're real, guys. No need to worry. We in our humble opinion, we're gonna have to do our official vote though. So
then I'll show.
Yeah. Wait. Sorry, I forgot Stacy. Oh my God, Stacy Schaefer's here, guys.
I know.
Holy crap!
I'll just show real quickly. This is one that I got back from the new address. This is probably within the last 6 to 8 weeks. But there is.
Oh, that one's fake. No, I'm kidding.
Great. Everything's out the window now. No, same characteristics. Again, just a little shakier.
Yep. That tail's getting shorter too.
But that's, like I said, that's one from the new address. Like I said, within the last probably like 6 weeks.
I also want to mention the slant to her signature. There's usually a pretty decent slant, and the T, the crossing of the T that goes into the W, is almost always at an angle. So those are two other characteristics of her signature. I just didn't go into her signature because Mike pretty much covered the main points, and everything matches up perfectly. I like doing these though. I know it seems futile to sit here and research Betty White's TTMs because everybody, believes they're authentic, but we have found time and time again, in some cases, the people are wrong and people miss things. So it's important that we actually do the research and see what we think. You guys ready to take the official vote?
Yeah, I think it was important to do this one too, just because the address change, like we mentioned, like when usually if that happens, that's a red flag, and that's why we want to look at pre and post autographs, and they look the same.
People could be freaked out by the shakiness of the signatures coming out, but it makes sense with her age. Usually shakiness isn't a good sign, so she's getting up there in age. Hopefully she lives to be 200, but it's one of those things with TTMing. It's shakiness is always a sign of, they're probably going to stop signing soon. So go ahead and, devil's advocate here. Go flood her mailbox and sell them all on eBay. All right, out of devil's advocate.
Take advantage of Betty White.
Take advantage of Betty White. She deserves it. She's been great to us for all these years, and she deserves to be taken advantage of. Okay, definitely authentic, probably authentic, neutral, probably fake, definitely fake. I think we know the answer here, but I'm going with definitely authentic.
Legit.
Stacey?
Legit, definitely
authentic. So our prognosis is definitely authentic for Betty White. That was a fun one. I like that one. Like I said, I like to do people that people don't suspect. That way, if we do find one that is possibly secretarial, we can start a whole movement. And
if you have not written to Betty White, I recommend doing it soon, though.
Yeah, so getting shaky, guys. So that's, I believe that's it for today. Remember to go to our website again. Everything's on there. You can do fanatic feedback and actually ask us questions for the show. There's a button for that, and there's also a button for the giveaway. And you can follow us on Facebook or like us on Facebook and watch us live. We have people talking in our chat here the entire show. We try to interact as much as possible with the chat. We also feature your chat in our video, which goes on YouTube. We're all around social media. Oh, I'll go ahead and promote to our Instagram. Go check out our Instagram. Maybe one day we'll put stuff on there that's not just show promotions. So, all right, guys.
Who's in charge of that?
Yeah, it's me. It's me now. I stole the account from Stacy. So let's go ahead and do promotions, guys. So, Mike, you start.
All right, guys. The main one, you guys can always check out Autographs for a Cure. The stuff has been coming in. I've been slowly adding more and more stuff. I've got some amazing stuff that has been donated that I'm going to put up. I got an amazing piece from our sponsor, Garrett. I will show that later once I figure out how the best way to go about selling it. I'm getting ready to probably make a donation to the Orlando Health Center from what I've sold already. So awesome. Keep up the good work on that, guys. Check out our sponsor, Slab City Sports Cards and Collectibles. Garrett and his wife, Tiffany. They are the sponsor of tonight's giveaway. Thank you for doing that. Get in the authentication. If you mention the podcast, again, you can get $5 off your submission price. So, and check out everyone else. Chase, who is not here on YouTube. Troy, who is not here. If you're at a con, go see Neary.
Andy Summers has YouTube.
And Andy Summers is back making YouTube videos. The dude. Hold on.
I know.
No, other way.
Wrong way.
Dude is back making videos, so go check out some YouTube.
Stacy?
All right, like Mike said, Ashley back making some YouTube videos, so you can check that out. Otherwise, you can check me out on Instagram and Facebook. It's Collecting with the Dude.
Awesome. I want to promote our my Facebook page that I have. Identify your autographs. It's a public service to identify autographs for people that find them, out and about, family heirloom or bought it at Goodwill. Doesn't matter. Post a photo on our community wall, and we'll try to tackle it and identify it. But the reason I'm mentioning it on here is, well, you can use the service, but we also need people to help identify the autographs. So if you're pretty good at that, especially baseball stuff, we get a lot of baseball stuff. If you're good at spotting who the autograph is, go ahead and check that out. Identify your autographs on Facebook, and we'll appreciate it. A lot of people will appreciate it. Public service. Then obviously fabricfobs.com, bargainhistory.com, and that's really it. That's all I got. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, I want to reiterate our Devil's Advocate segment was all sarcasm, or mostly sarcasm, and for fun. So don't clip that out and make us bad guys.
We're all turning heel.
All right.
Bunch of a-holes.
I know, man. Terrible guys. All right. You guys, you take care. All of you autograph addicts. Bye.